Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Yes, it is the guy from the internet. I'll show you what we're working with today. It's been kind of a process that we have been doing. We're getting the garden all situated and everything. One of the things I had decided this year was to make the garden like visually pretty. I'd always made it functional, doing all the, some people do it a lot different, but I wanted to make it visually appealing. And ease of use is also paramount. So we got everything set up, and I'll just take you for a little quick walk. I'll spin you around, more to come. We'll start over here in the corner of the garden. This is where I have planted the okra. This is the okra that gets 12 feet tall. Now the reason I've planted it here along this line is because in the afternoon we get a lot of sunshine and it just beats down on the garden. So these okra love the heat, and they are going to cast shade on these guys. This is the plan anyway. These are zucchini and squash. This is prolific straight neck and black beauty zucchini. I think that's right. I'll take you on down. One reason I have done this all the way around is I didn't want to have to weed around the squash and the zucchini, hence the mulch. And that mulch is 6 inches deep in most places, so it's going to really help to retain water. And I'm just going to pull up the weed barrier under it in the fall and till it in. No, I'm not concerned about it, blocking or retaining or causing any problems with the soil. I'm going to try to do the squash in cages, and that is to train them all the way up so they're vertical. So it looks really pretty, and it does help with space. These are all of our bell peppers: green, red, yellow, purple, black. Further down, these are peppers, and this contours, so I tried to do it kind of, I had to angle my rows a little bit or curve them. These are all the exotic peppers I got. These are all sweet peppers, but they're like purple jalapenos, blue ones. It's going to be really funky colors, and I wanted it that way. There's another one of those 12-foot tall okras. Tomatoes. I believe this row is all of the cherry tomatoes, the small ones. Black, red, yellow, and I can't remember what else. But moving right along, this is going to be where I'm standing now. We're going to put bush beans here, and I'm going to put bush beans there. I have runner beans there all the way along the back. Cucumber, cucumber, cucumber. Some of my cucumbers aren't doing really well, so we'll have to probably replace. I've already started getting a few tomatoes. These are some of the other okra that we've planted across here. Again, this gets a lot of sun, so these things are just the regular Clemson spineless, so they'll get about 5 or 6 feet tall. Basil, 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 basil. I got about 40 or 50 basil plants out. More okra. That is a volunteer pumpkin. Some of the volunteers. Now, obviously we can't have this many, and so I'm going to leave this area kind of open. I didn't plant them. They just decided to come up. I'm going to dig up a few. I'm going to clear that spot out and then transplant some over there, and then I might leave one here. And hey, we got pumpkins. And we've got a lot of these volunteer plants that are coming up. Tomatoes, we got about 90 tomatoes, and these are some of the more exotic ones, just funky colors, black tomatoes, black cherry tomatoes, Mr. Stripey's, stuff like that, just that I wanted to grow and I like growing them. Volunteer, volunteer, volunteers, 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 and more. Mushrooms. You can see the broccoli is doing fantastic, even with the heat that we've been having. These are the yard-long beans, or some people call them asparagus beans. They're going to grow up, going to help provide a little bit of shade over here for the greenhouse, because I wasn't paying attention. It got too hot, and it killed off the last little bitty starts I had in there, which was unfortunate. I had about 60 more that I was starting. So we'll have to do a little bit of work on that. But you can see the tomatoes are doing great. They're starting to flower out, and we're getting ready to run T-posts and wire to support them. Sage is doing great. Mint, a volunteer from last year.
You can see.
Now I know
we've already got tomatoes.
People are going to say, "Oh my God, you need to weed that." Well, brother, come on down, and I'll let you sit in the bunker when the time comes. All joking aside, I've got to go pick up a couple of truckloads of cardboard. I'm going to put them down, spray it, and then cover it up with mulch. So that is more mulch. I have put out 5, 6, 7, 11 scoops of mulch so far. And again, I'm just going to incorporate it into the soil over the winter. This is going to become a compost bed. So I'm just going to compost right where I'm growing. And this was the chicken yard. And you can see we got a lot of work to do back there still. But that will be coming this weekend. Replanted carrots and rainbow carrots. The grandkids will like that. Put out a bunch of Danver half-length carrots. This is getting ready for my sweet potatoes. Still hadn't got them in. And these are some of the guys that got too hot but still kind of lived. Oregano, my chocolate mint. Sadly, I've had that one for 2 years. This is purslane, volunteer purslane. This is delicious. That grew. This is one of my black bell peppers. This is 2 years old. I overwintered it. More sage, cilantro, I don't know, and cucumbers, as well as we replanted with a whole bunch of garlic leeks. These are just mother-in-law's tongues. I like to grow them, and we sell a few of them as they produce. Now, I know this video is going to run long, and most people aren't going to watch it, but aloe vera, got to water everything today. Rose, because it attracts pollinators. And these are the Jerusalem artichokes that I planted at the end of February, because I got them for my birthday. I got 5 pounds. They are about 5 feet tall on average now, and these things are doing great. Wonderful. I can't wait to start harvesting and using them. And from these, we will sell a few, and then we will continue to propagate them around the property as well. We'll see how my wife likes them, because think of them, they're going to get as tall as 6, 8 feet tall, and they're going to look like sunflowers going all the way across. And this is just a beautiful little spot. I may actually put a chair here because it's so pretty. And you can see we got poison ivy. I'll have to pick that. It actually doesn't bother me, but I'll wear gloves so I don't get it on anybody else. But we got to pull that stuff up, and I pull it. It always comes back, but it will eventually go out. So that is what we've got so far. We've got marigolds to attract pollinators. This is our little pepper patch. These are all sweet peppers. That's lemon balm. It volunteered from last year. I've actually cut it in half, and it has grown back like this. So we'll have to address that as well. Some of the lavender that I have to plant still, or it's all gonna die, and we're already picking peppers from it. And well, there you go. You see we got more. I'm saving my seed already from the first healthy ones that come up, and that way we will have a lot more for next year. Some of these I did buy, some I started from seed, so more to come. So that is what I have been doing. Like I said, I got to go get a truckload of cardboard today, and then maybe another truckload of mulch, and I will be at a good stopping point. And a lot less watering we'll have to do, and then a whole lot less mulching or weeding. Believe it or not, I've already weeded twice. So that is fertile ground with all the year-old chicken poop. So we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for coming by. I'll be grinding out a whole lot more videos, so take care of you people. Take care of your garden.